Good morning, my friends and neighbors. Is that Coming to America? Is that
I
what
don't
that is?
know. That was an interesting accent you just threw at me there. You threw me off a little.
I know that was just out of nowhere. Sorry about that. All right, welcome in. This is episode number 7 of our fun little show called Bacon in Your Mailbox. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. That lovely lady right there is community admirer Jana Clark.
Lucky 7.
And I'm gonna apologize in advance to what happens on today's show because Jana and I logged in early. I guess technically we had our first production meeting today.
What? Oh, we're so official, Greg.
Oh my goodness gracious. And by the way, you are lucky. We are broadcasting in full 1080p today. We have upgraded.
I'm not sure what that means.
It means we are high definition.
Great.
It means that they get to see my gray in my beard is in high def today.
Extra wrinkles coming at you.
Yeah. So welcome into Tuesday. It is April the 14th, 2020. Let's jump into the official show stuff because you can't be a show unless you do official show stuff.
Without the weather.
So here we go. Your Bacon in the Mailbox weather forecast today, cloudy and cool with a high 47 degrees today.
That's not cool, Greg. Not cool.
It's cold. Partly cloudy, frost tonight. So if you put plants out already, you know you're not supposed to do that. Fred Wishy years ago on WHS TV said not before Derby Day.
That's right.
Low of 28 tonight, and tomorrow, Wednesday, mainly sunny and a high of 55 degrees. So there you go.
So if you have put plants out, do you need to cover them with plastic or sheets? Or I haven't, but I think a lot of people have. I think they kind of jumped the gun this year, right?
I think you have to. You've got to cover that stuff up, which my uncle had posted on social media that that would mean bad things for the cherry crop because
well,
yeah, hopefully not. All right, so you're Bacon in the Mailbox sports cast today. Yes, still no sports.
None. Zero. But we're okay. We're making it.
Yeah, slowly but surely. If you were looking for a reason to celebrate, today is Reach as High as You Can Day.
How high can you reach?
I can get the top shelf.
Do what?
I can do that. I can get the top shelf.
Oh,
you got to, are you monitoring? Look at you going high tech.
I was trying, but my phone. Ignore me. Just act like I'm not here. Just ignore me. All right.
No, can't do as high as you can day. There's an old saying about that, but I can't remember what that is. What is it? You reach as high as you can could touch the sky. I'm just trying to get the last can of SpaghettiOs off the top shelf. That's all I'm trying to do. So
you have SpaghettiOs at your house? I have SpaghettiOs at my house right now.
Do you? I don't think I do.
My kids think I'm crazy. They're like, what are SpaghettiOs? I'm like, well, you should be introduced to them at some point. And so happy lunch.
I'm hoping my wife's watching this. This may get me some husband points. You know, the first meal I ever cooked for Jennifer when we first started dating?
SpaghettiOs?
Ninja Turtle SpaghettiOs.
Oh, well.
I actually fixed that for our anniversary one year.
You had her from SpaghettiOs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you set the bar low and you worked from there. Today is also National Dolphin Day.
Oh, hang on. What was the name of that show? The dolphin show? We could be watching Flipper.
That was a great show.
Remember that graphic? It would go like from cartoon to like a real dolphin, and there were these kids, and their dad was like the captain of the boat or something. That's a throwback for you.
It is a throwback. Smart dolphin. I wish I need to find some of these shows. I need to find Flipper. I'm sure it's got to be out there for us to watch.
Oh, it's got to be.
I did watch the other day the pilot episode of MASH, and then I watched the pilot episode or episode 1 of the Beverly Hillbillies.
How was that?
I love those shows. I was hoping that it would suck the family in and everybody would want to watch, but not so much. It didn't work. So nobody really
heard it, and they were like, "What is he doing? Don't go in there." They all gathered outside the door and said, "Don't go in there." Don't.
Those are
Stay
great
away.
shows. I liked them a lot. Uh, but yeah, Flipper, it was good. It was like Lassie in the water is what Flipper was.
Oh, I like
Don't you think?
Lassie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I did see where someone the other day too, they were introducing their kids to Kelly Fisher was doing introducing their kids to Different Strokes. Remember Different Strokes?
Oh,
That funny
yeah.
little kid. What you
Yeah.
talking about, Willis?
We got to say it right.
What
What
you
you
talking
talking
about,
about,
Willis?
Willis?
Yeah, good. Oh, you're better at it than me, but yeah. I love the show.
Oh, they don't make shows like that anymore.
No.
I feel like my grandpa now. I like old westerns. I could spend all day watching old
Oh,
westerns.
me too. I love a good Western.
Yeah. So back to Dolphin Day. I did see a story yesterday, another tangent, uh, that I would never have thought about. It's about how dolphins and seals at marine parks, they have to be retrained to work with trainers wearing surgical masks
Oh,
because
because they don't recognize
they
them?
don't recognize the humans that they're used to interacting with. So they have to learn that again.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I wonder if they like pull down their mask and go, "Hi, it's me," and then they put it back up.
Probably. I mean, when you think about it, dolphins and seals, they don't have anything. They don't know anything about coronavirus.
They don't.
So they probably see a human in a mask and think they're getting ready to be robbed. That's what it is.
Probably.
So they're all nervous.
Probably. What's going on?
All right, so now let's get controversial. That's right. We get controversial on this show every once in a while.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
It's National Pecan Day. Or is it?
National Pecan Day.
Which one do you say?
Okay. So I've had this discussion with people before. I naturally say pecan, but when I hear other people say pecan or pecan, I'm okay with it. But when it comes out of my mouth, I'm team pecan all the way.
I am too.
Yeah.
Pecan's a South thing, right?
I think so.
I mean, I say pecan.
Me too.
Most
Pecan
people I know say pecan. So.
Pecan, pecan. Pecan sounds better to me. Do you have any comment? Are you watching comments? Does anybody else have an opinion?
We've got a couple of comments already. Just a welcome in. So we'll go to the fan mail. Holly Stapleton is tuned in. She just says, "Hi, friends."
Pecan or pecan?
Yeah, that's what we want to hear. We want to know, is it pecan or pecan? Ken Salee.
A or B? A is pecan. B is pecan.
All right, Ken is no longer allowed to watch our show. He said,
What?
"Jana, you said it right the first time, and it's pecan." I don't think that's right.
Who knows? Right now, we will just accept any and all variations because we're just being kind to people right now. And so, whatever you're bringing to the table, we're happy for you.
Yeah. Now Holly says that she says it like y'all, which is pecan.
Like pecan.
But I'm Southern all the way. I think Southern people say pecan, don't they?
I don't know. Well, I'll have to do some research. Someone smarter than us will have to figure that out for us.
Yeah. So the name pecan is a Native American word of Algonquin origin that was used to describe all nuts requiring a stone to crack.
But you don't have to have a stone to crack. Oh, I guess you have to have another pecan or a cracker or whatever.
Well, it's fancy crackers. Originated in Central and Eastern North America and the river valleys of Mexico.
Huh.
Pecans were widely used by pre-colonial residents. Thank you, the Google.
Google. The Google knows all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary Stucker says A. So
I think we're all pecans.
Yeah.
Us pecans got to stick together.
That's it. I'm that way.
Yeah.
So hey, good morning to my buddy Carter Blankenship.
Hi, Carter.
Good morning.
Yep.
Didn't want to get too far in the show, just in case he's getting mad at me now because we didn't say hi to him.
Got to get it in early.
Yeah. So we're 10 minutes in, so I don't know how early we got it in. But We're working our way that way.
I'll throw one in at the end. It'll be a double shot today.
Sweet. Let's
Yeah.
see. It is also International Moment of Laughter Day. It's a day to take the time to experience the power of laughter. That's what we're trying to do here.
Hello.
Yep.
We're perfect for that.
Yeah.
You want me to give you a really good moment of laughter?
Yes.
You already know this story.
Oh,
Shall I go ahead and tell it?
Oh, you're going to tell the story.
Well, because it's funny now.
It wasn't funny then.
Oh no, it was not
Yes.
funny then.
Here, I'm going to go over to my screen and I am going to make you full screen when you tell this story because they've got to get the full effect of this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Life with Jana Clark.
It's the story. So I'm moving around a lot, right? So I'm packing my stuff up, going to one building, packing my stuff up, going to my basement, packing my stuff up. I'm moving around. I'm a nomad office, right? So I needed a new case for my iPad. And so I ordered it off of Amazon, super cute, gray, had a little colored inside. It was just a sleeve just to protect it because I use it a lot. Well, it arrived on Saturday, and I went to the mailbox with anticipation, ran back in, cut it open, and I'm not kidding you. Let me just show you what I was doing. Can you see this? All right. So I was putting this is said case. This is my iPad. I was putting my case in the iPad. I was putting my iPad in the case, and I was about this far, okay? And I dropped it. And it fell flat on my kitchen floor. And when I picked it up, can you see this?
It doesn't look too bad at that angle.
All right, hang
on.
It is trashed. It's trashed. Like it's tragic. Hang on. Here.
Oh, yeah, that looks classic.
That?
Oh, that's horrible.
Can you see that? So I don't really need this now. If anyone needs a new iPad case, here you go.
Maybe
if I'd had it all the way, it wouldn't have completely trashed my iPad. But how crazy is that I had gone without that case for so long? I order it, and it's in this house 30 seconds, and I dropped my iPad halfway in the case and shattered it.
Maybe we give that away as a prize.
Last for the day.
We can give that away as a prize on the show today. When
The
Jana's
good news,
unused.
The good news is it still works.
Are you going to get a new iPad or?
I think I'm just going to get a new, what's it called? Space. A new
screen.
Okay. Yes. Because I don't need a new one. I just need to be able to use that one.
So years ago, I bought an iPad, or Jennifer got me an iPad for Father's Day. And there was the big lecture about nobody touching it. This is Dad's iPad, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, some way, the corner of it got cracked the first week.
Oh.
Now, this iPad, I don't even know how old this iPad is. I use it for generating sound effects and some other stuff. It still has a corner in the crack. I mean, the crack in the corner. And I still use it. So, but everything else looks good on it.
But listen, this is no crack in the corner, Greg.
No. I'm trying to make you feel better, but that one's pretty much trashed.
I just want people to laugh about it because it is funny. It's just tragically funny. And it's very much me, right? So anyway.
Well, you were trying to do good.
I was. Yeah. It's fine. I'm not complaining. Kind of.
All right. So let's see. Things that happened on this date in history. Not a really great day for history, by the way.
Oh, I wonder why.
I wanted to just kind of share that. And then I'm like, oh, this was a bad idea. It was on this date in 43 BC. Julius Caesar was stabbed to death in the Roman Senate.
Oh, way to be positive on bacon in your mailbox.
Well, I'm just sharing information. In 1841, Edgar Allan Poe published Murders in the Rue Morgue, the world's first detective story.
I think we should all just go to bed now.
That was pretty
good. Be done with this day.
Oh, it's going to get worse. 1865. 1865, President Lincoln was shot at Ford's Theater.
Oh my gosh. That's craziness.
Yeah. The first J.C. Penney store opened on this date in Wyoming in 1902.
So related to things that have died.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there are left.
I've got one. You ready?
I do.
And it was on this date. This is a horrible day. We should just cancel the show now and just stop. Because on this date in 1912, the Titanic hit the iceberg.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Caesar was stabbed. Lincoln was shot. The Titanic hit an iceberg. Not a day that we're necessarily expecting good news around here.
We're not expecting great stuff. Will you remind me of that in 364 days that I'm not really supposed to do anything on this day that could lead to something horrible?
Or you can do what everybody else does, post something on their Facebook so it comes up in their memories.
There you go. Warning. Yeah.
Yesterday, since we weren't here, I got to mention that yesterday was National Peach Cobbler Day, my favorite of all the cobblers.
That's your favorite of all the cobblers?
Oh, yeah. Peach cobbler with a little warm peach cobbler with some ice cream.
Ice cream. I knew you were going to say that. Knew it. Yep. And it's not really peach season. Well, maybe it is somewhere, but I wonder why that it is National Peach Cobbler Day so early in the spring. Interesting.
I don't know.
All right.
Back when we used to take vacations and you could travel places, we would go.
You're
going to do what now?
We're going to do that again someday.
Someday.
Yeah.
Whenever we would go to Florida, to Louisville South, as I call it, Destin, Florida.
Yep.
Along the way, there is a Durbin's Family Farm. They have the big peach water tower there. We always stop there at Durbin's Family Farm and get fresh peaches.
Fresh peaches.
And then I have to have that restraint to not eat all these peaches and get the fever blister from eating so many peaches.
That is too funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Other things happen too if you eat too many peaches. We won't talk about that.
That's a different story. That's a different show.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do that on your late night stuff.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Look at you being a great co-host. So, by the way, let me look back at some stats here. I'm missing some people here. Hey, Matt Kitts is on. Matt Kitts, by the way, says a good idea would be to new iPad may actually be cheaper, he says. So
really?
And then Holly Stapleton said, be very afraid when you find out screen prices. So just saying.
Oh, that's not good news for me.
No. But good news for me. I have another show.
You do?
Yeah, I'm not cheating on you though. It's a totally different type of show.
This isn't all you do.
I know. I have well, for those that don't know, right now, I also still do radio part-time. I do middays on B101.5, but I've not done middays on B101.5 in a couple of weeks because they're isolation, social distancing. I'm not full-time, so I'm just kind of staying out of the building. So I've got to fill time with my regular job, which I love doing, but I also got to feel I've got to get my need out there for speed. I like to talk.
Sure.
So tonight, 7:46 p.m. For those folks out there that know the Eric and Joe show, Eric Clemens and Joe Bennett, two really, really funny guys.
They are hysterical if people haven't. I can't imagine there's anyone who doesn't know them, but if you don't.
Great Christian guys, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Those two guys and me, along with Kenny Rambo with Heartland Communications, we do a podcast called Lyrics and Laughs, where we break down the lyrics of classic country songs. It's a lot of fun. What makes it fun is Kenny hates classic country. That's why he's on the show. Our whole goal in life is to turn him into a classic country fan. So far, not working so well yet. But we have a lot of fun with it. We turn a 15 to 20 minute podcast in like 30 or 40 minutes.
That's hysterical. So
we've decided that we are joining forces and we have created the No-Show Show. So tonight at 7:46, we will do a right before prime time show.
Right.
And we don't know how long it's going to be, but it will have games.
Fun.
We will have musical guests. We will have, we don't even know what all we'll have. And we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff.
I love it.
So just be ready.
Everyone be ready. 7:46.
7:46. We wanted you to be able to remember that time. If we said 8 o'clock, there's a chance you may go watch something else. But
I
if you
agree.
watch us at 7:46 and we do a decent job, they may stick around.
I agree. 7:46 is a great idea.
So
I'll be there.
we're gonna have people on that do interesting stuff. We're gonna have spot guests that show up. Uh,
Love it.
yeah,
Love it.
I will tell you tonight.
Hmm.
We're coming out of the gate right away. We're having a game between Eric and Joe, but don't tell them, they don't know that yet.
Oh, well, do
Yeah,
you want me to call them? I'm going to call them and tell them as soon as we're done. What should I
hopefully
tell them to prepare for? They still wouldn't even, they'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. He won't do it.
Joe's
We're not.
supposed to be he's supposed to be watching this at
Oh,
least
well,
because Joe is he's got a show called The Basement Show that he does too. It's just in his basement with his kids and different folks. It's all filling time, you know what?
I know. Listen, we need it. We need it right now. It's the laugh, it's the uplift. Laugh with me, laugh at me. I don't care. Just smile and laugh.
Hey, we can finally the show's rocking now. Your
Oh, yeah.
dad's watching. So there you go.
Oh,
He says
thank
good morning. So
Thank goodness.
there you go.
Good morning.
So
Thank
worried
you.
about that for a second. I was like,
Yeah.
Hannah's dad didn't come back for a second episode. So
Listen, he doesn't he's not sure, but he's all in, right? 'Cause that's how dads are.
he's all in.
Yep.
So do you have anything from the mailbox or we don't have anything from the mailbox today?
Listen, I have something from the mailbox and it's suggestions because this is something that everybody's going to want or we can get some input on.
Okay.
Because there's something that we have a lot of right now. You know what that is? Hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, hard-boiled eggs. Okay.
Hard-boiled eggs.
That's a good point.
So I have been asked, what do you do with your hard-boiled eggs? What do you do with your hard-boiled eggs? And so I have some ideas and I'm interested in yours as well, of course.
Okay.
So I wanted to tell you my favorite idea because there's only so many you can eat and only so many variations of deviled eggs. And there are a lot of variations of deviled eggs, but the one that grossed me out the most was the pumpkin spice deviled eggs.
Everything pumpkin spice.
That's disgusting. Let's be honest. Okay. And all due respect to pumpkin spice, everything else, do not put pumpkin spice on your deviled eggs. However, here's another suggestion. You know that game that you can play where you have, you don't know if the egg is raw or the egg is hard boiled and you smash it on your head?
Yes.
So you have raw eggs and you have hard boiled eggs. So you have to put a blindfold on so you don't know which one's colored, which one's not, and you pop them on your head.
What if you hit your head with a hard-boiled egg and get a concussion? You can't go to the hospital right now. It's not a good idea.
You won't get a concussion. You'll have a headache. It'll go away later. Just quarantine and treat it in your home. You'll be fine. But that way you could have a little fun game with your eggs. My other idea is a wiffle ball game in the backyard. And if your hard-boiled egg explodes, it's a home run. That was actually one of my son Jackson's idea. If you can get that egg to blow up, dinger.
I love that idea. That's great.
Go into the woods and aim at them, right?
Okay.
You can play a little target shooting with your raw eggs. What are they called? Hard-boiled eggs. So I just thought that those were some ideas that if people are desperate and they've had enough egg salad and you can also do this is a deviled egg recipe that is pertinent to us today. You can do bacon and jalapeno deviled eggs. That one I could get behind.
I could get behind that. Now, Jennifer's grandpa, Papa Bill, he likes to make deviled eggs and he puts bacon in them too. That's good. Hey, Charlotte, Charlotte said, yuck. I'm hoping she's talking about deviled eggs and not this show. So
Me too.
we did not have deviled eggs this year. I did not even realize that until right before you started talking. We've had eggs. I mean, I have eggs pretty much every morning.
I like eggs too.
I'm a TikTok stalker. I don't know about you. I don't post anything on TikTok, but I watch videos and there are people now that are cooking a lot of stuff on TikTok. And I want to try where you scramble your eggs and put it in the bottom of this skillet. And then after so long, you put a tortilla on top and then you flip the egg over let it cook more. You put cheese on it and bacon, and then roll it up, and then you cut it, and you have a breakfast quesadilla.
That sounds delicious.
I need to try that.
Try that.
Charlotte says pumpkin eggs. That's what she's talking about. So
because Charlotte is my friend.
good.
Because it's gross.
I thought we were going to block Charlotte. No,
You can't.
we would never do that, Charlotte.
You can't be doing that. You can't be putting pumpkin on an egg.
Yeah, we wouldn't block you, Charlotte. We love having you watching.
There's also a recipe for Bloody Mary eggs that sounded interesting.
I'm not a huge Bloody Mary fan.
I don't even know we're friends, Milby.
I like bourbon though.
Come on. I know, but a good Bloody Mary, like a spicy Bloody Mary, do you just not like tomato juice, or is it?
Well, I think it goes back to years ago, and I'll leave names out because they still live around here. I was invited back in when I was doing the morning show at Quixie for all those years. Early on, they were like, "Hey, we want you to get out in the community and do community stuff." I'm like, "Okay, that's easy. That's what I want to do anyway."
Awesome.
So I used to play in a lot of golf scrambles.
Oh, yeah.
So this one business would always have me on their scramble team. I was kind of like I guess I was the comic relief. I don't know, because it wasn't for my golfing skills.
You're the A player.
So we go to this big golf scramble on a Saturday morning, and we meet in E-Town to go to this place out of town. And when we get to the golf course, the guy opens up the back of his SUV, and he has got a cooler full of all the makings of a Bloody Mary.
That's my kind of golf partner.
And it had fresh celery and all that stuff, but I didn't really like it.
No.
And then he poured me one. So we're all standing there, and I was slowly drinking it, but I just didn't like it. And so I didn't want to break his heart and hurt his feelings, because he drove, and honestly, he had paid. So I kept pouring it out slowly, away from him. And so before we go to go tee off, he sees my empty glass and says, "Oh, we got to get you another one.
Greg needs a refill."
So I don't know why. I've just never been a Bloody Mary fan. So,
well, we could still be friends, I guess.
Okay. Hey, I will tell you things that I am friends of is comfort food. And
awesome.
Americans are turning to comfort foods during the trouble bubble. That's the new thing for this, is the trouble bubble, by the way. I'm going to remember this as just a bubble. It's the trouble bubble.
I'm letting you in my bubble.
You stay in here.
You stay in your bubble. I'll stay in my
trouble bubble. Yeah. Stay in the trouble bubble. So anyway, Spam and Kraft macaroni and cheese are now reporting skyrocketing sales.
Spam's a comfort food?
Yeah, and in Hawaii, I like Spam. It's been years since I've had Spam. But I like, oh man, fried Spam and eggs. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yeah.
Now I agree, mac and cheese is comfort food.
Oh yeah, the good mac and cheese.
For sure.
None of that powdered stuff.
None of that. No, like the real stuff, like the homemade, like the real stuff. My kids like my mac and cheese. I made a recipe last night that was good. It was called jalapeno popper chicken casserole.
Oh, that does sound good.
It had bacon on the top of it, but it had chicken and jalapenos, and you mix up like sour cream and a sauce to put over it, and then you bake it. It was delicious. I put the recipe on my Instagram. I'm running out of ideas. You know how you run out of shows to watch? I'm kind of running out of recipes. So having to get creative.
I've got a new feature. I've got a new feature for the show.
What?
Because we do this at Kentucky's Heartland. We've done one episode. I think we need to do. I need to do a cooking with Jana. What do you think? We could do a cooking show too. Not a full show, but like a video that we post. Because Dana Fintress with the Hardin County Extension Office, we do some cooking shows. Everybody loves cooking shows, right?
Yes, but she's probably a really good cook, and let's just be honest, I'm not. I'll try though. I'll try it.
I think you can try it. We can give it a shot. It's all about sharing your recipes. I think that jalapeno thing, casserole, sounds good.
Well, now that I've done that, I trust that. I could show you how to make that. Hey, did you see where Kate at Flywheel Brewing, she had a video where she was making beer bread?
I did not.
She showed people how to make beer bread with Flywheel's Hey Porter beer. I thought that was phenomenal.
Yeah. The Hey Porter is not the beer that you guys created for winning the trivia contest, is it?
Oh no, that's the Father Chuck. We had the Father Chuck's True Ale, and then when we won again, we had the Father Chuck 2 Electric Broogaloo. And then when we won the third time, and we've retired since because you go out when you're on top, right? The third one was the Father Chuck's The Last Crusade.
So who was all on your trivia team? Because I know some of those have to be free agents now because not all of them retired.
Well, that's true. So the really the MVPs are my husband and Jason and Christy McGrew. They are really good. And then there are others of us that have random pockets of knowledge that are really good at certain things. Matt Painter's really good at geography. I know like crazy random stuff. Like one night I was the only one that knew like an airport code. And I was like, wow, my claim to fame is going to be that I knew an airport code. Christy's great at music and like pop trivia. Jason and Mitch know every movie. They've seen every movie quote ever. Gary and Mary Sue Hartledge would go with us sometimes. And I really think that they showed up for the entertainment value only because it was pretty high.
Green Space does a trivia contest every year.
Oh, I've been to it. It's fun.
So we went a few years ago, and I thought, they were like, "Oh, we'll get Greg," because I know a ton of useless, tons of useless knowledge. It'll never serve me. I thought this will be my thing. I'll do this trivia contest. I go there, and they're like tables and tables and tables of ringers.
Yes.
And sorry, but I'm going to sell you out, Christy Cox. Christy Cox and we didn't answer anything. I was like, "Where's the music category?" And they finally had a music question, and we both yell it out at the same time, which you're not supposed to do. It was Taylor Swift, "Shake It Off." And that was the one question I was able to answer the entire trip.
I would think that Christy would be good at trivia too. I would put you both in that category. So maybe it was just bad questions that night or something.
I think it was bad categories.
Yeah. We always like to invite anybody who was in town visiting, like somebody would be in town like for a business meeting and I'd be like, hey, come play trivia with us. Somebody would be in town visiting a friend because at some point you can only have X number of people at your table. And so we would like, oh, I'll sit out, I'll just watch and they can play. So we'd have one table of like just the peanut gallery and one table of people who were actually allowed to answer a question. It's really fun. I recommend it to anyone who ever has the opportunity to put a team together. It's a blast.
It is. And you do learn a lot.
You do.
I did take Jennifer to the Wicked Eyed Woman. Look at us with all these local, plugs that we're throwing in there now. We should, when this is all over, work on sponsorships. But anyway,
but we love our community, right?
Oh, very much so. That's why you're the community admirer, and my official title on my business card is community storyteller.
I need a new business card.
We can make that happen.
Yeah,
So Jennifer and I go to Wicked Eyed Women on our anniversary.
Fun.
Was it a couple of years ago? And we're like, you know what? Just a night us. Let's just go out and we'll have dinner, have a drink, blah, blah, blah. We go on trivia night. You know how loud it is in trivia night? It was great. We did learn some things, though.
Oh, I bet you did.
Because we were like, oh, so it was kind of funny. Hey, Brian Dennis says, I'll invite you to the next Hawaiian gathering or potluck. We'll introduce you to a few Spam dishes. There you go.
There you go.
There is a redneck Spam dish out there. It's called Spooshu.
What?
Spooshu. It's Spam on a bed of rice. Yeah, Spooshu. Heard that in a song a long, long time ago, and I've always remembered that. All right, we're already over time, but I got to finish this. So the comfort foods, MSN's website, they did 7 comfort snacks from our past that are making a comeback during the quarantine.
Okay.
They say people are loving their hamburger helper again.
Oh, fascinating.
I love hamburger helper.
I haven't done it. I'm writing it down. Hamburger helper.
Slim Jim sales are up 50%.
Ooh, no, that's not me.
Snap in the Slim Jim. Macho Man said. Sugary cereals are flying off the shelves. Of course they are.
Because all these kids are eating breakfast at home, and they think it's breakfast.
I think we have 3 boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in there.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I used to like, Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles are my favorite, and I couldn't tell you the last time I've had those.
You just like to drink the milk after. Be honest.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Right. String cheese is coming back.
Did it ever go anywhere?
I don't think so.
I like string cheese.
Apparently, MSN doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
Orville Redenbacher popcorn is enjoying a thing. I'm sorry, but around this house, it's Cousin Willie's.
Really?
Oh, yeah. When I lived in Indiana, the property right behind us, my first place, was a field of Cousin Willie's popcorn.
Wow.
One of the first events I went on a date with Jennifer to was they used to have the popcorn festival in Corydon, and they literally had a tanker truck that would drive down the street and spray popcorn into the crowd.
That's a fabulous idea.
But her car was on the side of the road right there.
It got popcorn in it.
They literally just like pumped it into her car. It was great.
And then you took her home and made her SpaghettiOs.
It was in that time frame, I think. And as we mentioned, SpaghettiOs are surging, and aerosol cheese is suddenly on everybody's shopping list.
Is that squeeze cheese?
Yeah, squeeze cheese. Yeah. Cheese whiz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squeeze cheese is the best.
Listen, my kids have probably never had it, but I think they would be all into it.
They've never had... Your kids have never had cheese whiz.
I don't think so. I'll ask them.
What kind of house are you running there?
Apparently a weird one. I'll ask them. I'm just don't. If they have, I don't remember it. If they have, it hasn't been recently.
Man,
I don't know if they have. That'll be my homework. I'll figure it out.
One of my dreams growing up.
If that's the case, I will rectify it before we are together again.
Okay. Ben Gardner asked, where can you buy Cousin Willie's? You can get Cousin Willie's at any of your shopping, your favorite grocery stores, Ben. It is, I know Kroger has them. They've got some really good. The movie Explosion Cousin Willie's is really, really good.
Movie Explosion. That's
fun fact. If you ever buy the Boy Scout popcorn, it's the same thing. It is. It's Ramsey Popcorn Company.
Grant, why are you whispering?
I don't know. But it's the same thing. And I buy Boy Scout popcorn all the time. It's from Ramsey Popcorn Company.
I do like some Boy Scout popcorn too.
Yeah. So my dream growing up was to have, early on, I was like, you know what, when I become an adult, I was going to eat bacon bits whenever I wanted to, anytime, anyhow. How perfect for this show. Which, by the way, we're getting to the bacon bit segment here in a second.
I thought those were the bacon bits. I'm sorry.
No. So, and then Cheese Whiz. I was going to have Cheese Whiz and bacon bits, not the real bacon bits at that time. It was those imitation bacon bits that they had.
Exactly. Yeah.
I bought one of those one time when I had money. I was like, you know what? I'm a grown man.
Give me some
Don't do that. That will mess you up.
I don't even know what that stuff is. What is that bacon bit fake stuff?
It's not real stuff. It wouldn't be in bacon in your mailbox.
Neither is the cheese. So there you go.
Yeah. All right, so we are so way over time, but who cares, right? I mean, people can watch this later. So bacon bit segment. For those that haven't watched before, the bacon bit segment is just us giving you a little bit of morsels of information that maybe you're having a dinner night with your family like we're all doing now. These are just things you can pop up and talk about during dinner.
Morsels. I heard what you did there. Morsels.
Yeah. There you go. So bacon bits. Only 2% of the world's population has naturally green eyes.
Oh, 2?
2. Only 2%.
Wow. I'm blue. What are you?
I'm blue.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. The original purpose behind having bridesmaids in a wedding was to confuse evil spirits or those who wished to harm the bride.
Wow.
So if
decoys.
Yes, if you're a lady and you're getting married and somebody asks you to be a bridesmaid, that probably shouldn't be a compliment.
It meant you were really going to have to take one for the team if called upon.
Right. An apple, a potato, and an onion all taste the same if you eat them with your nose plugged.
With your nose plugged?
Plugged. I left the plural
why
out
would
there.
you do that? They taste the same.
We should try that.
You should try that and let me know.
All right. An apple, a potato, and an onion all taste the same if you eat them with your nose plugged. I'll try it.
All right.
And another bacon bit fact, you cannot snore and dream at the same time.
What?
You cannot snore and dream at the same time.
That means my husband never has a dream. There you go. So
There
let's
you
pick
go.
one. You can't do both. Pick one. I prefer that you dream a little more than you snore. There you go.
So, and then to kind of get people moving, the final bacon bit fact here is your foot is exactly as long as the distance from your wrist to the crook of your elbow.
Now, I think I've heard that before. Hang on.
You're going to try it. Do you have your fancy shoes on?
Pretty much. Well, I had my house slippers on, and I just picked them off because you don't care, right?
I don't like feet, but I don't
close.
care.
Pretty close.
Yeah. Very good.
Did you try it?
No, we'll later.
All right.
Hey, Vicky's in. She said, sorry I came in late. That's okay, Vicky. Better late than never. So we appreciate that.
That's all right, Vicky. Thanks for remembering us.
Yeah. And then, hey, for those that are commenting down below, we'd love to hear. I want to know this. If you had to decide between a diet and a piece of chocolate, would you prefer dark, white, or milk chocolate? Because we know you're not preferring the diet. So I meant to ask that question earlier.
That's so easy.
What are you? Are you dark milk or white chocolate?
No, dark chocolate all the way.
I'm dark chocolate too.
Yep. All
right.
I mean, I think that's a no-brainer. That's right up there with pecan.
That is it. Matt Kitts just said, I thought I was dreaming about running a chainsaw. So maybe I guess he was dreaming and
he was actually snoring
at the same time. Could be. All right. That's going to wrap it up for this long edition of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Hey, that's okay. We didn't charge you any extra for those extra 13 minutes of the show.
I'm going to figure out something to charge you extra for. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
you have to pay me in iPad screen. No, I don't know.
Here you go. It's a free show. Hey, tonight, 7:46, or if you're watching this later on, Tuesday night, April 14th at 7:46, there was a show. Hopefully it was a great show. It's called the No-Show Show. Yeah, we didn't want to waste it. Just like the names of my turtles. I didn't want to waste a good one just in case the show bombs.
So, just in case.
Yeah. So the No-Show Show.
You haven't wasted Bacon in Your Mailbox. It took me like 30 seconds to come up with that.
I think it's worked. Hey, we had 2,400 people watch this episode, episode number 6.
People are crazy. Crazy. I wonder if they knew what they were really getting in for. They were like, what is this? And they're like, oh, it is a surprise.
Yeah. People thought that there was some kind of ploy to get bacon in their mailbox.
Well, I will tell you, it's fun hanging out with you and talking. And I hope that we just give people a little bit of a distraction, a little uplifting distraction from their day. So tune in, 626, 2400. We'll take all y'all.
There you go. She's Jana Clark, Community Admirer. I'm Greg Milby, Community Storyteller. And this is episode number 7 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.